Hello, and welcome back to Fantastic Fiber. This week, for Whip Wednesday, I have a couple projects that I've been working on, and they kind of got pushed to the side, and now I'm working on them again. So I have that, and then I have a brand new project that I've been working on just this week. I started. Oh, and the shawl. This is the rectangular shawl that I made with the Caron Ogo. I think I showed you part of it in the last Whip Wednesday video, but it is finished. So it is really easy to make. I'm thinking of maybe doing a tutorial on it. If you'd like to see a tutorial, mention it down in the comments and I will go ahead and do it. Or if you have anything else, any ideas or anything that you would like to have me make, let me know. Comments. So let me get started. So this is a baby blanket that I am working on. Young toddler blanket, we'll say. I think I showed it to you during a short, really short video. It was laid out, and you know, I had connected it with the stitch markers. And then I got over here and I started putting it together. And so that's what it'll look like when it's finished. I just finally picked that back up again, and then I started another project and it kind of got pushed to the side again. So I'm working on it. I want that done in the next 2 weeks. Thank you, love. Okay. So then next I have, okay, yeah, I'll do this one first. This one is from Bag O' Day Crochet. I know I follow her. I talk about her quite a bit. Crystal. She made this shawl in here that I'm working on. I'm following her tutorial. But I am using Daramore Studio Baby Soft DK. Is that showing up on there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, so there's that. And then this is what it's starting to look like. Now I want it to be a nice big wide shawl. So I will be using a lot of yarn for this. But it's got a bunch of different little stitches in there, if you can see that. It's beautiful. Now she does explain, if you want to go check her out and see this shawl on her channel, she does explain in the beginning of the video how to make it. And as she's going along, this shawl will start to curve. Well, she corrects it at the end of the video. She hops back on and tells you that the shawl has a correction in it, that she meant to say this, not that. So make sure you rewind or fast forward to the end first if you're going to watch it. Check out what she says about the stitch and then go back and watch what it is that she was talking about. So if you look at mine, you can see it kind of has like a little U shape in it. It's curved. And then from here to there, it's straight. And that's how it is on both sides. Now this one is going to be for me. So I'm not worried about, you know, a little bit of a curve in it before it goes straight across. So that is, that's one that I've been working on for maybe about a month. And, you know, I work on so many different things at once. I never finish anything, it seems. Okay, so now this one, I've been wanting to do something with this yarn for a long time, and I wasn't sure what yet. And then I came across the tutorial for a really cool shawl. So I cannot mention who it is just yet because I cannot remember her name, but I will mention it in the comments or in the description below. I'm going to go find her and put her in there. So anyway, I'm using this hobby yarn. It is a hobby twister. It's 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. And it goes from a really beautiful deep dark purple up to a lavender, a white, and then eventually that baby blue. So I have 2 of those cakes in here. And I am using a hook that is going to be like a little too big for this. I mean, if you look at the thickness, it's just string. This is a number 1. It's fine weight. And I am using an H hook, which is, you know, quite a large hook. So, I wanted more of a lacier look to it, so that's what I got from doing the excuse me, from using an extra large hook. It gave me an extra lacy look. So that is going to be something that I probably will be keeping. Here you go, love. Next, this I started this week. I am using Hirschner's Worsted Antiquity yarn, and this one is 100% acrylic. The color is chromatic, and if you check it out, it's got like almost a full rainbow in there. I think we're just missing some blue. And so that, along with this Premier Basics, this color is called Aran, and it's like a nice soft cream type of white. So I'm doing granny squares, and in the granny squares I have rows of color changes in it, I guess you could say. So it's not going to make any sense until you see it put together, but I'm going to be using these to kind of do, I don't know, like maybe some kind of like a fade in, fade out type of, the square gets bigger and then it gets smaller type of blanket. I don't know. I know how it looks in the end because I can see it, but can you? Anyway, I'm really excited about that one because I love the colors. They're so awesome. They're so bright and vibrant. All right, so those are things that I've been making, and it's been taking me a while to make a few of them and not so long to make others. Some of the things that I have made, though, I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen some of the stuff that I've actually made, and I usually don't post anything anywhere except for, you know, my YouTube video goes on my Facebook page, and that's about it. So, love, if you can slide this box over to me.
Not a problem.
Thank you. Okay, so this is a shawl that I made maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It was the very first shawl I ever made. So, if you look at it, it's really simple. It's just front post, back post, and then some chain and double crochets. That's all it is. Very, very simple. And you can see, you can even see where I messed up. Somewhere in there, I did a little something too much, and I got a little divot at the top of my shawl. And that's because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Fun, right? I remember little things like that. Especially when it's something that, you know, I found to be easier than I ever thought it would be. Like, you guys, if you've never picked up the crochet hook, learn how to do it, and then first thing you should try and do is like make a granny square, and then after you make the granny square, go for something bigger but not as crazy as a blanket. So like make a shawl, make a poncho for children though, because those things, they can take a while to they can take a while to make when you do a poncho. Okay, so in the very beginning of my in my crochet stuff, I was discovering different types of yarns. Now, see, I've been crocheting since I was a kid. My mom taught me. But I didn't really explore crochet, if you know what I mean, until I got older. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I feel her behind me. I say her because she, you know, she's wearing my stuff and she's got boobs. Okay, so this is like one of the first rectangular wraps that I ever made. No, not one of them. It is the first. And the stitch I found on YouTube, can't even tell you what the stitch is or whose channel it was. But isn't that pretty? Now I know that this is Color Fusion. That I do know. It's Color Fusion Chunky, and I think that's Premier. And then I made a little hat to go with it. First hat I ever made. And I thought it was pretty cool. It has like a little slouchy in the back. Okay? So there's that. And then this, I was trying to explore the world of hats, and this one came up, and I was just like, it's cute, it's sparkly, it's got a little pom-pom, and you know, it's child size, so I wouldn't wear it. Let me see. Oh, and this turned out to be so soft. So very soft. I can't remember the name of this yarn, but I loved working with it. I made a hat and a scarf, a small scarf. But look at that stitch. Isn't that beautiful? So those are some of the things that I've made. And then, oh, one of my favorite things that I've made. No, grab that for me.
Yes.
There you go. Now, this is probably one of my favorites. Bagger Day Crochet. She put the tutorial up for this. I don't think she has it up anymore. Beautiful, beautiful dress. Beautiful, like, little party dress or, you know, going out for the night. Nice little dress. So easy to make. Never made anything like that before in my life. Didn't even know that I could make something like that, like a dress, crochet dress, really? Yeah, really easy too. So if you ever want to, you know, check out them, Date Night Yarn is what I used for that. Now this stuff is way softer than you'd expect it to be. You expect it to be very rough, but it's not. They sell these on Hirschner's and on Lion Brand. Well, they did. I don't know if they do anymore. But yeah, if you wanted to look for them, Lion Brand or Hirschner's. And I think they were like $5 or $6.99 each one. But wait for the sales because they're super expensive if you're trying. The dress is 6 of them. So that gives you an idea. Okay. Next is, exploring different yarns. Roving. What? What is roving? Roving yarn is like one single strand wound up on itself. So it's almost kind of like a dreadlock. So it's just all the fibers wrapped up into one strand. And if you look at it, the stitch definition is just beautiful on here. Now this is Lion Brand's Mandala Roving, and I do believe it got discontinued. They stopped making it. I got the pleasure of buying maybe 2 or 3 different colors, and I used all of them. And then I went back to get more, and they don't have them anymore. Boo. Okay, so then the last thing that I'm gonna, can you move that over? I want to see that bottom one right there.
All right.
Yep, this is the last one that I want to show you. I know that I did the unboxing for the yarn. It was Kartopu something or another. But the the colors, the way that this looks, you know, this is upside down. Hold on. There we go. And the way that the stitch looks, isn't that gorgeous? That's the back of it. This would be the front. The colors are amazing, and the wrap is just gorgeous. Isn't that lovely? So that's everything that I have to show you today. These are all my projects that I have worked on and things that I am working on right now. And if you like what you see, don't forget to click the like button and do me a favor and subscribe too. Okay? And you have a fantastic day.